Very good morning, everyone. So, we will wait for 1 minute, then we will start our session. Yeah. So, we will start our session. In the previous lecture, we will discuss about some data acquisition system. Okay, so what are the different operation we will adopt for the data acquisition, the distribution system, and the conversion process. In the conversion process, either it should be the analog to digital conversion, or it should be the digital to analog conversion, right? So due to the rapid growth of a technology in a recent trends, what we will observe, we will mainly use the digital computers. Okay, so as we are using much amount of digital computer, that is the application area of the uh, digital computer will be huge, or the we can say that what the platform we are using in case of a digital computers or the digital components. Okay, so that is under the digital control action, right? So we can say that both the data acquisition system and the distribution system, okay, have become a very important part, okay, of a entire control system. Okay, either it should be the linear control, or it should be the non-linear control, or it should be the digital control. Even we can see this data acquisition system and as well as the distribution system in the automatic control system also, right? So in the automatic control system will be mainly based on the digital control, where we can adopt it some digital data having a input signal, and we have getting the discrete output, or we can say that the quantized output in the output section. So, in the previous lecture, we will discuss what are the different function that will adopted for the signal conversion, different function that will adopt it for the single conversion that will takes place in the digital control system. So there I will told you in the previous lecture that there will be the fourth thing we will discuss. What is a multiplexing and the demultiplexing? The second one is a sample and a hold. Third one is an analog to digital conversion, which will be also known as a encoding. okay, and the digital to analog conversion, which will be also known as a decoding, right? So or we can say that it's the analog to digital to analog conversion will be having a decoders, okay, so one type of device which will decode the data, right? So these things we will discuss, and we will few things we will discuss about the quantizational noise. What are the different quantizational level? If the value of the quantizational level will be very small as compared to the average amplitude of an input signal, so what will be my variance, what will be my behavior of the quantizational noise, what will be the equation that will satisfy the variance of a quantizational noise? That thing we will also been discussed in the previous lecture. Having a quantizational error, et, okay, which will be defined as a et, that will be zero, right? So today we will discuss about the functions, okay, which will already been discussed in the previous lecture. The multiplexing, demultiplexing, sample and a hold, analog to digital conversion, and the digital to analog conversion, right? So before starting this, we will share my screen so that you will able to see. So I think is my screen is visible. Yes. Yes, yes, sir. Okay, fine. So now we will go towards this. Okay, so in this previous lecture, we will discuss this particular conversion process. That will what are the different function that will adopted in the digital control system for the signal conversion. Either from it should be the digital to analog or the analog to digital, right? Okay, so first, before addressing all those components or all those functions, we have to understand what will be the block diagram for the data acquisition system. As we are discussing the data acquisition process and we are discussing the conversion process and the distribution process, we need to understand what the block diagram for the data acquisition system, and as well as what will be the block diagram for the data distribution system. Okay, so there will be the difference between the data acquisition and the data distribution, right? So so these are the three process we will be discussed today, right? One is a data acquisition, the data conversion, and the data distribution system, right? So how my the data will be, so how my data will be acquisited, converted, and distributed, that thing we will discuss today. So before discussing all these functions of what the multiplexer and the demultiplexer is, we will discuss, first we have to write the block diagram so that we will able to understand, okay, what will be the function of this multiplexer demultiplexing, what will be the function of this particular block, sample and hold, a to d conversion, and the d to a conversion. So all this particular function at the block that should include in the block diagram of a data acquisition system, right? So first we have to draw the block diagram, okay, of a data acquisition system, and as well as the data distribution system, so that you will able to see, right? Okay, right. So first we have to draw. Yes. So we have to draw a block diagram for the data acquisition system. Block diagram for data acquisition. A C Q U I S I T I O N, I think. Data acquisition system, right? So data will be acquisite. Okay, so what will be my block diagram? So whatever the input we are giving to the system, okay, that should be the physical variable. Okay, either it should be the position, or it should be the velocity, or should be the acceleration, the temperature or the pressure. These are the physical variable that should be the input of a particular system in the data acquisition process, right? So in this case, what will be my block diagram? Block diagram should be like this. So when we have an input of a physical variable, right? We have a input of physical variable, right? So then we have a transducer, right? We have a transducer, right? And then we have connecting a amplifier. I will discuss it, all those components, what the function is. Okay. Then we have to connect the low pass filter, right? Then we have to connect the analog multiplexer. We can write it as a AM, right? Analog multiplexer. Then we have to connect the sample and hold circuit, right? Then we have to connect A to D converter, okay? And then we are getting the to the digital, and that output data that will goes entered into the digital controller, okay? So that data will be entered into the digital controller. So this is actually your basic block diagram for the basic block diagram for data acquisition system, right? Basic block diagram for the data acquisition system, right? So if I consider the block diagram for the data distribution, so block diagram for data distribution and data conversion will be takes place in this place, okay? Analog to digital conversion, right? So we will discuss these things also. So first of all, we have to discuss the data acquisition and the data distribution, right? Okay. So what will be my block diagram for the data distribution? In case of a data distribution, my block should be like, suppose this will be the output. So here will be the starting point of a data distribution. Okay. So this will be the end point for the data acquisition part. Okay. So this will be to the digital controller, that will be the initial part for the data distribution. So my input should be, so whatever the data that will comes from the digital controller, which will be the data which will be come from the digital controller, from we can say that the digital controller, right? So then it should be goes entered into the register. It should be entered into the register, right? Okay. So then the out given signal that will be demultiplexed. Okay. So for demultiplexing the signal, okay, whatever the signal, it will be come from the register, okay, so that will demultiplex, demultiplexer, right? Then after demultiplexing the data, okay, or the signal, it should be entered into D to A converter, right? Then it should be entered into the hold circuit, right? And then again it should be entered into the actuator. Okay, so from the actuator, so either we can whatever the signal, it will become from the whole circuit, either through actuator we can giving the signal, giving the data to the process. Okay, or it from the whole circuit or from the whole device. Okay, whatever the block we are using, whatever the signal which will be come from the whole circuit, that will be directly entered into the process. Okay, you may not be use the actuator, you can use the actuator depending upon the what will be the behavior of the process, what will be the several disturbances that will occur inside the process. That thing we have to taken into consideration, right? So what this will be actually the data distribution block diagram. Okay, so that will be my data distribution. Okay, so the data distribution diagram, right? So in the data distribution diagram, so we have a block of a register, we have a block of a demultiplexer for demultiplexing my datas. Okay, we have a block of a D to A converter, we have a block of a hold circuit, and then the discrete input. Okay, or the we can say that the analog input, not the discrete, sorry, the analog input that will be entered to the process actually, that will be entered to the process, okay, through the actuator. Okay, then we are getting some output data, right, supposed to be y of t. Okay, so that will be under the data distribution process, all the block that will involve in the data distribution process. So keep remind these things. In the demultiplexing, in the demultiplexing, that will involve this involve for the data distribution. Okay, and this multiplexing, that will involve in a, and which will be obviously the analog multiplexing, because for the data acquisition system we are converting the data from the digital to analog. So whatever the multiplexer we are using, that will be my analog multiplexer. Okay, so the demultiplexing is used in the data distribution system, and the multiplexing or the analog multiplexing, that will use uh, in the data acquisition system, right? You will see this multiplexer, this particular agent, this particular analog multiplexer we are using for the data acquisition, right? Okay, so actually what is happened in the data acquisition system, now that thing we will discuss. Okay, so in the data acquisition system we will see that my input variable will be my physical variable. Okay, so in a data acquisition system, okay, the input to a particular system is a physical variable. Okay, that should be the physical variable. Okay, so physical variable may have a example of a, supposed to be the position. Okay, supposed to be the position is a one kind of physical variable that will be the input to the transducers. Okay, the velocity. Okay, the velocity is also a good example for the physical variable. Acceleration, acceleration. Okay, temperature, temperature. Okay, or we can say that the pressure. Okay, so these are all the physical variable having a input to the transducers. Okay, so first the data acquisition system is done what, the data acquisition system will be did, so such physical variables or the physical data or the physical variable, that will be first converted into a electrical signal. Otherwise that thus transducers will be the electrical device, okay, which cannot be sensed any physical variable. Okay, so what the data acquisition system will be did, data acquisition system will be did first, it should be converted this physical variable, this physical variable into the electrical signal. Okay, electrical signal means either this position, velocity, acceleration, physical variable, that should be converted into either in a voltage signal or it should be in a current signal. Okay, electrical signal means these two signals, either it should be the voltage signal or it should be the current signals. Okay, so by using a suitable transducers. Okay, so using the suitable transducers, so transducers will be nothing but a device. What will be the function of the transducers? The transducers that will transduce, Okay, that will transduce the physical variable, that will convert the physical variable into a electrical signal. Okay, so what will be the function of the transducers? The function of the transducers is to convert. Again, I will draw a sample data. So, yes. Okay. So transducers will be did what? It will transduce the physical variable to my electrical signal, right? Electrical signal, right? So electrical signal, which will be nothing but a my either voltage or my current signal. Okay, so that should be suitably transduced. That should be, we are considering this particular phenomena, or we have this conversion process will be taken into consideration inside the one suitable transducers, right? So once the physical variables will be converted from the physical variable to the electrical signal, okay, or we can say that into a voltage or current signal, the rest of the data acquisition process, okay, is done by the electrical means. Okay, so after this part, okay, so whenever these transducers will be transduced or converted the physical variable into a voltage and the current signal, and now this part is actually, rest of the part is entered into the electronics part. Okay, so the we can say that the rest of the data acquisition system from the amplifier to my A to D converter, that should be inside the process of a electronic means. Okay, electronic means, right? So in this particular figure, what we will see, that the amplifier, now we have considering the first block, which will be is a amplifier. In case of electronic components, we will first consider the amplifier part, right? So in this particular data acquisition block, so what will be the function of the amplifier? So the function of the amplifier, that should be frequently, either the amplifier is actually nothing but a operational amplifier. Either it should be, are you heard about the op amp? Are you heard about the op amp? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Operational amplifier. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this operational amplifier is actually, normally we will use the operational amplifier, right? So supposed to be this like this, it should be the operational amplifier plus minus, so having some ground. Okay, so plus 12 volt and the minus 12 volt, so having some gate data, so that is the thing, right? So we are normally use the operational amplifier, which will be actually my electronic pins, which will be considered as a electronics device. Okay, so after the conversion from the physical variable to the electrical signal, so whatever the data acquisition process that will be involved from the amplifier to the A to D, that will be is a electronics process, right? So first electronic process which will be involve the amplifier, where we are using the op amp. Normally, frequently we will normally use the operational amplifier. So that will follows the transducer's performances. Okay, once or more of the following functions. What will be the signal that will be come from the transducers? It will, the amplifier will be follow, or the operational amplifier that will follow that signal or that data, right? And that particular data, that should be the, what will be the function of the amplifier? After giving the data from the transducers, it will amplifies the voltage output. So that will be the output of, so the voltage output. Okay, so whatever the output which will be comes from the transducers, that should be your, either should be the voltage output, or it should be the current output. So for this voltage output or the current output is the input for the amplifier. Okay, so this particular block, that should be amplify this particular voltage output. Okay, voltage output of a transducers. Okay, that will converts a current signal into a voltage signal, right? So, or we can say that it should be converted into a buffer signal. Okay, so in the amplification process, okay, in the amplifier, operational amplifier, whatever the output that will be comes from the transducers, it will be converted. That means here we are coming the voltage output, the amplifier, it will be converted the particular signal into a current signal. or we can say that the it should be converted into a buffer signal, we can say. Okay, we can say that it should be the buffer signal. Okay, so there must have, so in the amplifier part there must have a amplification of a particular signal, or we can say that some buffering process which will be considered. Okay, so the buffering process will be considered in this particular block, right? So this particular voltage output, whenever it should be entered into the amplifier, it should be converted into the buffer signal or the current signal, right? Buffer signal, or we can say that the current signal. So for that low pass filter, now we will enter into the second component of a electronic bench. Okay, so what will be the function of the second part? Second, that means what will be the function of the low pass filter? Tell me, tell me. What will be the function of low pass, high pass, low pass करे थे ना? So what will be the function of the low pass filter? So the low pass filter which will follow the amplifier data, that means whatever the data that will come from the amplifier or the buffer signal, so that a low pass filter which will follow the amplifier attenuators, okay, that will be having a very high frequency signal components. Okay, so this particular buffer signal have a very high frequency, have a very high have a very high frequency buffer signal, okay, which will be having an output from the amplifier. So that particular low pass filter that will be amplified the attenuators of a high frequency signal components, such as a, we can say that the noise signal. Okay, noise signal, note that, keep remind, as because we are considering the electronic signals or the electronic devices. Okay, so you keep remind these things, there must have some noise will arise due to the high values of the frequencies, right? So for that cases you keep remind to note it that the electronics noise are should be, so during this particular process, during this red marking process, there must have some noise that will arise, and it should be a electronics noise, and that should be the random in nature. Okay, and that noise may be reduced by the low pass filter. Okay, so using this low pass filter the noise can be cancelled, or this noise can be reduced. So whatever the noise that will comes from the amplifier, noise signal that will come from the amplifier due to the amplification process. Okay, so low pass filter will be did what? The low pass filter will be did what? The low pass filter will be reduce this particular noise, which will be also be known as a electronics noise, which will be having a characteristics of a random in nature, and that particular electronics noise has to be reduced by this particular low pass filter, right? Is it clear? So, however, we can say that even we can say that in the electrical, so what will be the difference between the electronics noise and the electrical noise? In case of an electrical noise, okay, which we can see in the power lines, okay, in the high voltage transmission line, we will see the electrical noise, right? So in case of an electrical noise, or in case of a common electrical noise, as we can observe in the power line interfacing, right, so that will be a generally a periodic, or we can say that it's a periodic noise. Okay, or we can say that it must be reduced by means of a notch filter. Okay, so electrical noise that should be reduced using notch filter. Okay, so keep remind this these two things, that the electrical noise that should be reduced, reduced using using notch filters, NOTCH. I will told you what the notch filter is. Okay, in the later on. Okay, so and if we have considering the electronics noise, okay, which will be very much minimum. Okay, that should be reduced, using using this particular low pass filter, right? So keep remind these things. Okay, so in the high voltage transmission line, we will normally see this particular electrical noise. Okay, so if from the there must have a distortion which will be takes place if any such kind of tower that will be near in the transmission line के बगल में, ठीक है, अगर we have developed or we have construct one uh, telephone tower, so that should be in electrical. So the telephone tower will be did what? The telephone tower will be did the it will be transmitted the electronics noise. Okay, and from the in the high voltage transmission line. Okay, so in the high voltage transmission line, or we can say that in the power line. Okay, so that will this electrical noise that will be generate in the high voltage transmission line. So that particular two noise, if they are very near to each other, then what happen? The electrical signal, okay, and your electronic signal that will interface with each others. Okay, so that will be nullify your. So this particular electrical noise will be, because this will be higher. Okay, this electrical noise will be very much higher rather than your electronics noise, it will be very much low. Okay, so this particular electrical noise that will nullify your electronics noise. Okay, if we have if you have developed some tower, okay, electronic tower or the telephone tower near to the transmission line, right? So that particular signal that will be nullified in this particular electrical noise. For that reason we have to develop the tower, the telephone tower or whatever the tower. Okay, so apart from at a particular kilometer, okay, we have a certain kilometer distance, we have to establish some particular tower from the transmission tower. Okay, so keep remind this thing. So from the in case of a digital control system, you need to understand that what the electronics noise is. Okay, so in case of a digital control system, we have an implementation of an electrical noise and as well as the electronics noise. But keep remind these things always: the electrical noise should be reduced using the notch filter, and the electronics noise that should be reduced using low pass filter. Okay, so we can already understand what the function of this particular low pass filter. Right now we will enter into the analog multiplexer. Right, so now we will consider the third electronic means, which will be known as a analog multiplexer. Right, so the output, so this will be the output from the low pass filter. So the output of the low pass filter is what? The output of the low pass filter is a analog signal. Okay, keep remind these things: the output of the signal, it should be the analog signal. This analog signal is feed to the analog multiplexer. Right, so as because the output from the low pass filter is analog, that particular analog signal which will be feed to the analog multiplexer. So what will be my output? The output of the multiplexer, okay, is feed to the sample and the hold circuit. Okay, for we are using this analog multiplexer for multiplexing the data which will be come from the low pass filter, is in the low pass filter. Okay, and what will be the output from the analog to digital multiplexer? The output of the multiplexer that will again feed to the sample and hold circuit. Okay, I already discussed what will be the function of the sample and hold circuit. Okay, the whole circuit whose output, okay, and what will be the output from the sample and hold circuit? The output of the sample and the whole circuit is feed to the analog to digital converter. Okay, and the output of the converter, this will be your output. So output from the analog to digital converter, okay, is the signal in a digital form. Okay, so that signal which will be come from the analog to digital, that should be your digital output signal. Right, so digital output signal. So the output of the converter, either it in the analog to digital converter, so the signal should be in a digital form, and which will feed to the digital controller. right. So this process is actually known as a data acquisition process, or we can say that the data acquisition system, right? So the data acquisition system having a particular block of a transducers, okay, having a block of a amplifier, having a block of a low pass filter, analog multiplexer for multiplexing the digital data, okay, or so analog data. Then we have a sample and the whole circuit. Then from the sample and whole circuit, it should be entered into the, again here also the analog input which will come through. So then the analog input will be converted using the analog to digital converter. So whatever the output that will be entered into the digital controller, that should be your digital output signal, obviously, because digital controller that will only sense the digital output, not the analog output. So the output should be my digital output, obviously. Okay, so whatever the operation we will consider in the data acquisition system, okay, so just reverse operation we will consider in the data distribution system, right? So exactly reverse operation. So that will be the end of your data acquisition system. That means whatever the data digital signal that will comes feed to the digital computer or the digital controller, that will be comes through the digital controller, that will be entered. So that will be the first part of a data distribution. Now whatever the data that will entered into the digital computer, okay, now that data, digital data, okay, or the discrete data, that should be distributed, okay, distributed to where? Distributed to the process. Okay, the process is a main part where all those kind of variables, all those kind of inputs that will be implemented, and we are giving inside the process, the several operation will be takes place inside the process, the several operation will be takes place, and we are giving some output. Okay, so in this particular process, keep remind these things, that our variable, whatever the input variable, that variable should be the physical variable. Either it should be the velocity, either it should be the acceleration, either it should be the temperature, either it should be the pressure. Whatever the physical variable, that physical variable is needs to convert it to the electrical signal before starting your whole system. Because all the system, okay, because all the system that will only been considered in a electrical signal, okay, not the physical signal or the physical variable. Okay, so the amplifier, low pass filter, analog multiplexer, sample and hold circuit, that this particular block or this particular devices that cannot sense any such kind of physical variable. Okay, but the transducers can sense. Okay, so first the transducers will be converted the physical variable to the electrical signal. An electrical signal will be nothing but a what? It's a voltage or the current signal, right? So whatever the data that will feed to the digital computer, that will be your input to the registers. Okay, so from the register to the particular process, that process is actually known as your data distribution process. This process is actually known as your data distribution process, which will be just reverse process of a data acquisition, right? So in this particular data distribution process, as we can see in this particular figure, that the data distribution system which will consist of a how which part, first of one is a register, second one is your demultiplexer, third one is your D2A converter, fourth one is a whole circuit, and then the whatever the analog input, it will be entered into the process. Because from the whole circuit, whatever the output we are giving, that should be your analog output, because the process is only been considered the analog output, not the digital or the discrete output. So from the analog output we are getting some discrete output, right, which will be your yt. So yt is actually nothing but a discrete output, right, which will be nothing but a my discrete output. So we can see in this particular figure, or in this particular block, particular figure, that the data distribution system will be consist of a register, the multimultiplexer, digital to analog converter, and the whole circuit. Okay, and now what will be the function of the register? Okay, so before starting the function of the register, we can understand that the conversion process. Okay, so that will convert the signal into the digital form. Okay, digital form means what? Digital form means nothing but a binary form, right? So digital form is actually nothing but my binary form. Okay, binary data. Okay, binary form, or we can say that the binary number, right? Binary number into a analog form. Okay, into a analog form. Okay, so that thing will be did by a that thing that will did from which block? It will did by D to A converter. Okay, so in this particular process, in this particular distribution process, okay, keep remind these things that okay, the conversion that will taken into consideration for a signal which will having a binary number into a analog form, right? So the output of the D to A converter, so whatever the output of the D to A converter, okay, that will be feed to the particular whole circuit, which will be your analog signal, obviously, right? So the output of the whole circuit, okay, which will be feed to the analog actuator. I can told you that you can use the actuator. Okay, you can use the actuator, or directly the analog input, it will be entered into the process depending upon the what the behavior and what will be the different parameter we are using, okay, inside the process, and as well as there must have some disturbances that will be considered, right? So depending upon all components, we will consider whether my input data that will enter directly to the process, or it should be entered through the actuator, because there will be some filtering process of this particular signal which will be taken into consideration in the actuator part. So that's why for we are considering the signal that will flow through the actuator to the process, okay, for filtering the signals. Okay, because there must have some error signal that will be entered through the process, so that will nullify the error signal to the actuator part. Okay, that will nullify the each and every error signal to the actuator, so that we are not entered the directly to the particular process. We that signal that will flow first through the actuator, then it will be entered to the process, right? So in this particular data distribution system, whatever the data that will comes from the so from the demultiplexer, the register will be did what will be the function of this particular register in this case? Can anyone told me? Can anyone? What will be the function of the register? Anyone? कोई बता पाएगा? Anyone told me? Is there anybody there or not? Anjali,
Yes, sir.
are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you told me what will be the function of this particular register? Whatever the data which will comes from the, obviously it should be the digital
Store
data.
करेगा yes sir, स्टोर करेगा टेम्पररी बेसिस पे
टेम्पोररी बेसिस में क्या स्टोर करेगा? डेटा स्टोर
डेटा
करेगा.
को
Okay,
यस
so yes, not the temporary basis. Okay, because the register having a memory, right? So, okay, registers is nothing but a memory. Okay, just like as a computer, does a computer have a memory? Right, register will be acting as a memory. Okay, which will be stored the digital data. Okay, so which will be come from the digital controller, right? So whatever the digital data that will store to the register, okay, so from there, so suppose there will be the n number of data that will be slotted in the register. Okay, so suppose register will be giving the output to the, suppose 1 2 up to n number of data that will entered into the register. So the register will be did what? So suppose the first data that will be entered into the demultiplexer, so that data, it should be the digital data. So this particular digital data that will be demultiplexing the so I will show you the demultiplexer configuration in the next classes, because there will be some few minutes that will remaining. Okay, so you will have another class, so keep remind these things. Whatever the data that will enter to the demultiplexer, that data will be feed to the that data that will feed to the digital to a converter, and then it will be again feed to the whole circuit. Okay, so there's some operation will be takes place, and then the analog signals will be entered to the process before the actuator, right? So that thing you have to keep in mind. Okay, so I think tomorrow I have taken the another class, so that I will complete the these things. Okay, so another extra class I will take. Okay, then I will complete the total module. Okay, because some few things is remaining. Okay, so few things, two three portion that will remaining. Okay, so that means I have the remaining part that will be remaining the tracking mode. Okay, the how to track the data from the whole circuit, from the demultiplexer to the whole circuit. So how to track the particular system that we will that data will be remaining, and some different type of a to d circuit. Okay, some successive approximation, integrating type, counter type, parallel type. So this such kind of things will be remaining. So two three things is remaining in this module, so we will discuss tomorrow. Okay, is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Any confusion?
No, sir.
Okay, Ziaul.
Yes, sir.
Okay, समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes.
Okay, so ठीक है. Okay, so we will end the session for today. We will again join to the Nishan sir class, so that already started, I think. So you will leave the room. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.